We start with a strong focus on security, but there's so much more here, and as you've seen so much more we can work together on. And as you've seen from the cabinet members that are here today, again, on behalf of the President, he is currently on his way to Dover Air Force Base to receive, sadly, the remains of the 6 Americans who lost their lives in the operation against Iranian terrorism. And so he apologizes for not being able to join us for this lunch, but he knew you would understand. But he's very excited about this initiative, and I'm personally very excited to be part of this with each of you today. It's a top priority for us. And while there are clearly a focus on the security of the hemisphere, as you can see from the representation in our cabinet, from trade to commerce to energy to treasury, and there is also a focus very strongly on the opportunities we have to work together economically. But you can't have economic progress without security. And as evidence of the President's strong commitment to this initiative, so that this is not just going to be something that we meet one time and have conversations and we meet once a year and put out a paper. We want it to be an issue of action. He has appointed Secretary Noem as the special envoy dedicated to this relationship. And you will see a lot of her. She'll be very involved with each of you at a personal level and on a daily and weekly and monthly level to ensure that earlier today. Secretary Noem.
So I do want to thank the President for creating this and for giving me the honor and the opportunity to serve as a special envoy to this region, to the Western Hemisphere. This Shield of Americas will be a powerful example to the rest of the world about what's possible. There's nothing like this happening today anywhere else in the world. And the way that we cooperate on our shared ideals of freedom and of democracy and safety and security will be a shining light to all of those who wish to be more like all of us. And that, if that's some of the challenges that you may have. Spent some time in Argentina. In the last year as Secretary of Homeland Security, we have focused on securing our border. We have transformed our country from one that was being invaded by enemies, millions of them that were coming in unvetted, that we didn't know who was there and who wished to harm us. We've secured that border. We've focused on removing public safety threats, and over 3 million people have been deported or removed from our country in the last year. Secure borders has changed everything for our country. It's allowed us an opportunity to focus on business and investment, relationships with other countries, and has ended the crisis that our country was going through in the years previous to President Trump's leadership. Other countries working with your presidents and leaders, and hope to continue to build on that so that we could have candid conversations about what to do in the future. Our objectives are going to be to destroy the cartels, to go after these narco-terrorists that are destroying our people, killing our children and our grandchildren. We're also going to keep our adversaries at bay, those adversaries that wish to change our way of life and our values that are outside of our hemisphere. We want to ensure that we're continuing to keep them out of our hemisphere and focus on building alliances amongst ourselves and our strengths. We have worked and are proud of the Department of War with the conference that many of you just attended the last few days, and we'll continue to do that. We want our hemisphere to be safer, to be more sovereign, and to be more prosperous, and looking forward to working with you on all of that. The first objective will be not just on sovereignty, but also migration control, that we will work on economic prosperity. We'll have and reverse these harmful foreign influences that have come into many of our businesses, our technologies,